Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be doing the camera review of the new Poco X5 Pro. So Poco X5 Pro is the latest offering from Poco in India and the first mid-range phone from Poco in 2023. The phone packs a 108 megapixel triple camera setup, and Poco generally offers good cameras on their mid-range devices and also the premium offering. So let's see how good the camera is on the Poco X5 Pro. So before getting into the detailed camera review, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's first talk about the hardware. The Poco X5 Pro comes with a Samsung HM2 ISOCELL sensor, which is a 108 megapixel shooter with f1.9 aperture. You also get an 8 megapixel secondary camera and a third 2 megapixel macro sensor from OmniVision. For the selfie camera, you have a 16 megapixel f2.45 aperture lens. So let's find out how good the camera is on the Poco X5 Pro. So let's first take a look at the daylight captures. In terms of daylight, the 108 megapixel sensor does a good job in bringing details and sharpness levels. The colors are impressive and the image is bright and comes with good amount of details. The colors are accurate and there is no issues like color boosting. The sharpness levels are very good and this is evident when you pixel peep. The dynamic range is also good and it resolves shadows very well. In terms of daylight, there is hardly anything to complain here and images came out really well, and Samsung sensor along with ISP of Snapdragon 778G does an impressive job with quality. One good thing about the camera UI is that the shutter speed is extremely good and there is absolutely no lag here. Now moving on to the ultra wide angle camera, the 8 megapixel camera does a good job in maintaining the colors similar to the primary camera, and it succeeds in that as well. The colors are pretty much natural and sharpness levels are quite acceptable for an 8 megapixel shooter, although they are not good as the primary camera, which is more or less evident. You can see sharpness taking a hit towards the edges and not so great in terms of overall quality, but again acceptable for an 8 megapixel shooter. Now moving on to the close-up shots, the phone comes with excellent imaging capabilities and colors are natural here too. The sharpness levels are impressive and probably the best we have seen in this segment, and once again does a great job. The phone has a 2 megapixel macro and the performance is kind of average and quite similar to other 2 megapixel macros in this segment. While the colors are decent, the sharpness isn't impressive but still better than some of the other 2 megapixel shooters in this segment. Let's move on to the portraits. The Poco X5 Pro gets you good natural portrait shots, and one of the good things about Poco devices in general is that they don't add unnecessary beauty mode, and hence skin tones are quite good and natural too. And it also brings in good details, although colors are a bit vivid. The edge detection is also very good and overall portraits have come great. Next up, the low light captures. In indoor lights and with adequate artificial lights, the phone does extremely well in terms of details. And you can see it has good sharpness levels too. There is an attempt to reduce noise and it works very well. And images do not exhibit noise. Even when light drops further, it is still able to produce very good results, and the way Poco has managed to keep the noise levels low is great. The phone has night mode as well, and in night mode the images are clean, devoid of any noise unless you zoom into extreme levels. The night mode does a good job with sharpness levels and also details even without OIS. This is definitely impressive work from Poco. The night mode also captures more realistic images and instead of blowing out the details. Poco has done a really good job with the implementation, and again the performance is definitely better than what the competition offers in this price segment. Finally, moving on to the selfie camera. The 16 megapixel shooter does a good job with selfies. The skin tones are quite natural and you can turn off the beauty mode as well. The sharpness levels and the dynamic range is also good. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you can judge based on the images shown. The phone also has a portrait mode for selfies. Here again, once again it does a good job with edge detection. Moving on to the video recording, the phone can record 4K at 30 fps, which is not available in last year's variant. The quality is very good and the sharpness levels are impressive and details looks good. There is also EIS on offer and the stabilization looks good too. The video has good colors and sharpness too. The phone also supports 1080p at 60 fps. Here once again the video quality looks good and there is also EIS offered even for 1080p 60 fps. The 1080p at 30 fps supports stabilization once again and offers good clarity as well. The stabilization is good and so is the colors. The sharpness levels are once again good and overall quality is smooth with good colors too. The phone also comes with 1080p video recording for ultra wide angle lens, and once again it has stabilization. While the quality is not as good as the primary camera for obvious reasons, it does a decent job overall. You can also record videos in macro mode using the camera and footage is decent. The phone also supports slow motion at 120, 240 and 960 fps, and quality is quite good for the pricing. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Poco X5 Pro. It can record videos in 1080p resolution, and you can judge how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from this video. So this is the 1080p 60 fps video from the Poco X5 Pro. So once again you can see how smooth the video is and how good the quality of the 1080p at 60 fps video from the Poco X5 Pro. So summing up, how good is the camera on the Poco X5 Pro? Without any doubt, the Poco X5 Pro has one of the best camera for this price segment, with great daylight shots, excellent close-up images which are sharp, impressive low-light photography and selfies, along with good video recording which has electronic image stabilization across all formats. The Poco X5 Pro is one of those devices which won't disappoint users. With 108 megapixel sensor along with excellent processing by Snapdragon 778G, there is hardly anything to complain at this price segment in terms of camera on the Poco X5 Pro. But yes, the area of improvement would be the macro camera, which is average at its best. But as a whole, the Poco X5 Pro is probably the go-to camera phone in this price segment. So that is a detailed camera review of the Poco X5 Pro. So what do you guys think about the camera on the Poco X5 Pro? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section. This is Nirmal signing off with a camera review of the Poco X5 Pro. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.